Welcome to Cheating Stories. Star. Today's story begins with a stranger's quiet apology that leads one man toward a truth everyone else seemed to know. Sometimes the deepest betrayal isn't the secret itself, it's realizing you were the last to hear it. Let's begin. My name is Preston. The first person to apologize wasn't my fiancée. It wasn't my brother. It was a waitress I had never met. She placed my coffee on the table without looking me in the eyes. Then she quietly whispered, "I'm sorry." I frowned. "For what?" She hesitated. "You'll understand soon." Before I could ask another question, she walked away. Across the cafe, my fiancée, Madison, stood laughing beside my older brother, Tyler. They weren't touching. They didn't need to. Some people carry secrets in their posture. Others carry them in the way they stop smiling the moment they notice you watching. Tyler stepped back. Madison forced a smile. Everything looked normal, except nothing felt normal anymore. Driving home, one question refused to leave me. Why would a complete stranger apologize for my life? I had no answer. Not yet, but that single sentence became the beginning of everything. Madison and I had been engaged for 8 months. Tyler had been my hero since childhood. He taught me to drive, defended me in school, stood beside me when our father died. If someone had asked who I trusted most, their names would have come first. Looking back now, trust isn't built in a day. Neither is betrayal. It grows quietly, like mold behind clean walls, invisible, until the whole house begins to rot. Small things started replaying inside my mind. Family dinners where conversations stopped when I entered. Inside jokes I never understood. My mother insisting Tyler help Madison with wedding planning. Friends exchanging uncomfortable glances whenever the three of us appeared together. At the time, I blamed my imagination. Now, every memory demanded another look. I didn't accuse anyone. People lie. Patterns don't. For the next 2 weeks, I became a silent observer inside my own life. I smiled, went to work, discussed wedding invitations, pretended everything was ordinary. Meanwhile, I wrote everything down. Dates, times, excuses. Madison suddenly had yoga every Wednesday. Tyler somehow worked late every Wednesday. Coincidences repeat. Truth repeats even more. One evening I visited the cafe again. The same waitress recognized me. Before I even ordered, she quietly slid a folded receipt across the counter. On the back was one sentence. Asked to see the security footage from April 18th. No name. No explanation. Just a date. I almost ignored it. Instead, I requested the footage. The cafe owner hesitated. Then he sighed. "I always wondered when you'd come." Those words froze me. He already knew my name. The video showed Madison and Tyler sitting in the exact booth where we'd celebrated our engagement. At first, they talked. Then Tyler reached across the table, held her hand. She didn't pull away. Minutes later, they kissed. Not quickly, not by accident, like two people who had done it before. The timestamp nearly made me laugh. It happened 3 hours before Tyler stood beside me helping choose my engagement ring. I watched the recording twice, not because I doubted it, because I needed my heart to catch up with my eyes. The cafe owner quietly admitted something else. They've been coming here for almost a year. Almost a year, before I even proposed. Suddenly, the waitress's apology made perfect sense. Everyone working there had believed. I already knew. I said nothing. Instead, I hired an attorney, canceled every wedding payment, transferred my savings into a separate account, collected every message, receipt, and timeline. Then I made one final discovery. My cousin accidentally sent me screenshots from a family group chat. I wasn't in it. Everyone else was. There were months of conversations. One message from my aunt shattered what little faith remained. Hopefully Preston never finds out before the wedding. Another replied, "Just let Tyler fix it afterward." I stopped scrolling. I didn't need more. The betrayal wasn't only theirs. It had become a family tradition of silence. The rehearsal dinner arrived. Everyone smiled. Everyone pretended. Halfway through dessert, I stood, raised my glass. "I want to thank everyone who helped plan this wedding." People clapped politely. Then I connected my laptop to the projector. The cafe footage filled the screen. No music, No speech, just truth. The room emptied of sound. Madison covered her face. Tyler couldn't move. My mother started crying before the video even ended. Then I displayed the family group chat. Every message, every excuse, every person who chose silence over honesty. Nobody looked at me, because guilt always stares downward. Madison whispered my name. I can explain. I nodded. I'm sure you can. Tyler stepped forward. It wasn't what you think. I smiled calmly. That's the problem. I finally know exactly what to think. I placed my wedding ring on the table. Then the venue cancellation receipt. Then the legal notice ending every shared financial agreement. No shouting. No insults. Only preparation. The cruelest revenge isn't humiliation. It's removing yourself before they realize they've already lost everything. I walked toward the exit. Behind me. Nobody asked me to stay, because evidence leaves no room for persuasion. Months later, people still ask why I never confronted them earlier. The answer is simple. Truth doesn't become stronger because it's louder. It becomes stronger because it's undeniable. I wasn't the last person to discover the affair. I was simply the last person anyone expected to believe the evidence over the excuses. Everyone knew about my fiancé and my brother. Everyone! Except me. That used to embarrass me. Now it reminds me of something far more valuable. Their greatest betrayal wasn't lying to my face. It was believing I'd never survive the truth. They were wrong. The truth didn't destroy me. It introduced me to the man I should have been all along.